We're opening up another Optic Basketball Mega Box today. This time the Target version.
Another one.
Let's see if we can pull it downtown. Let's have some fun with this. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. It is definitely a slow time right now at the retail level for sports cards.
Police! Help! Police! Help!
So I was at my Target a few days ago. They had a couple of these Optic Basketball Mega Boxes on the shelf. They are $59.99. We have ripped some of the Walmart version of these Mega Boxes a couple videos ago. Definitely a fun rip, but we did not pull anything too crazy. The only difference here is that we're going to be looking for the purple shocks, hopefully a downtown, but also had to grab one of these Monopoly blasters because they were $13.99 at the time. I think that deal this week is now currently off, but
Okay.
for $14, figured why not? Let's take a shot at one of the low-numbered parallels. Maybe pull a money blast, but either way, like I said, $14. Still probably a waste of money, I'll be honest, because most of these boxes have just a couple of your standard non-numbered parallels, and that's about it. But if you look around online, there's always people posting some crazy hits out of Monopoly. So again, if you're paying the full price of $30 for these, I would say stay away. Even at $20, it's kind of a hard thing to buy, but $14, they got me. So I grabbed one. Let's see how this goes. Got Devin Carter on the top. Jimmy Butler. Red Wave. I think we've pulled that card 3 or 4 times now. James Harden. Edey. But yeah, let me know if you've ripped these Monopoly blasters. What is your best pull? If you pulled something crazy out of one of these. We have still yet to pull really anything, I think, even numbered out of this year's Monopoly. Now, we've only opened, I think, maybe 4 or 5 of these, so not a crazy sample size, but I think we were luckier in the WNBA version of these. The base Stephon Castle on the top. We'll always take that. Giannis, Brandon Ingram, Isaiah Collier on the back. Pop this castle into a sleeve real quick. But yeah, definitely a slow time for sports cards right now. A lot of the baseball sets, I believe, were pushed back a few weeks. I think for football fans, everyone is just waiting for Donruss to drop. It's kind of why I keep checking the stores, even though I know it'll probably still be a week or two until we see them, considering we've not seen them on Target or Walmart's website. And then, of course, when it comes to basketball, Topps now officially has the license, so there's a Ron Holland in there, Reed Shepard, DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, this blaster's been pretty much buns. But again, for $14, figured why not? They had a couple left on the shelf. Kel'el Ware, Michael Porter Jr., Brandon Ingram, the Red Wave, Steph Curry on the back to finish off the blaster there. So,
Brother, what's that?
yeah, definitely got cooked on that one. But again, $14, figured why not? Let's get right into the Mega Box. I would have grabbed another one, but the other 2 boxes that were on the shelf were pretty damaged, so just grab the one that looked nice. Hopefully it has the nice pull in it. But Optic is definitely a fun set to rip. Value-wise, at this point, just because the cards have been out for so long, it's hard to make your money back on these. But anyone who's ripping these, of course, is looking for a downtown. It's the first time at the retail level that you can get one in basketball. So, still crazy hard to pull. But I figured, let's take one last shot. Don't know if I'm going to be buying any more Optic basketball. unless it gets discounted or clearanced out. The white hot rookie Kel'el Ware. Our first purple shock, Andrew Nemhard. Paul George. Mr. Podcast Man himself. Karis LeVert there, and a Tristan Newton on the back. Karis LeVert, new member of the Pistons, along with Duncan Robinson, former Michigan guys. Jalen Johnson, Jamal Murray, Risacher with the base My House. Oh, looks like we do have an orange in here. Dwayne Wade, purple, and a Ron Holland orange shock, and we will definitely take that.
Nice.
Me being a Pistons fan, out of 225. Pop them off to the side to put it into a sleeve and a top loader. Got Kel'el Ware there with our hollow. But yeah, I will definitely take this. I don't, I think, have any parallels of Ron Holland, really. So this one will be going to the PC. Take another look at it real quick. Not too bad. Centering is decent. We'll take it. Hopefully it's not the only pull in this box, but being a Pistons fan, can't really complain about that. Pop these other two cards into some sleeves real quick. And we will move on to see what else we can find. I do apologize. I am very nasally right now. Been fighting a cold for the past week. So I do sound a little off. I can kind of hear myself. Got a Scoot, and behind him, Luka. It's an Optical Illusions with Jason Kidd. I think this is the purple. Definitely a cool insert. I do like these. Tyus Jones. Got a Mitchell, rated rookie. Max Strus. Tim Duncan on the back. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Do you like ripping Optic? I know Mosaic has been just an absolute blast this year to rip from at least the retail level. But I always like Optic. You know, I think the one downside to Optic is a lot of the, it looks like we have a Winter Stays purple Chauncey Billups. That's turning into a Pistons box. Branham. Dennis Schroeder, former Piston. Topic on the back. But yeah, the one downside to Optic, I think, is a lot of the players who were traded during the season, they are still in their old jerseys, and even the logos on the cards still read their past teams. Got a Splash LeBron.
LeBron James.
I think we pulled one of those, one of our Walmart boxes. White hot rookie Donovan Clingan. Taylor Hendricks. Oh, I didn't even notice it, but we do have a green. A Bobby Clintman. No way, it is a Pistons box. This one is out of 149.
Perfect.
Bobby Clintman, I think, only played in a couple games. He was down playing for the Motor City Cruise for most of the year. But if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he did put up some points in the Summer League. So he might get a shot to start the year in Detroit. We'll see here in a few weeks. But again, out of 149, green shock. Another Piston. Kind of crazy, actually. Two numbered Pistons in the same box. Me being a Pistons fan. I kind of wish the Ron Holland was a green. You know, they were swapped, but it is what it is. We will take it. See if we can find anything else in these last two packs, but I would not assume so. Obi Toppin, Alexander Sarr with the base Express Lane. Got a Steph Curry with the purple My House. I do like those inserts. Mitchell Robinson, Wendell Carter, Clint Capella on the back. So, again, just a quick one today. I would have grabbed 2 of these mega boxes, but didn't really have anything else on the shelf. So hopefully there's a little last pack magic in here. Again, let me know what you've pulled out of these Optic basketball mega boxes or blasters for that matter. I got a bunch of Pistons in these packs. Kind of crazy. Got a Porzingis. White Hot Rookies. Dalton Neck. Looks like a silver. Corey Kispert. Bub Carrington. I'll take that. And Ryan Dunn to finish us off there. So let me go through the piles and we will see what we were able to pull out of our lone Target Mega Box here.
This is my favorite one so far. Nice job, team.
All right, let's take a quick look at what came out of the lone Target Mega Box. We did rip a Monopoly Blaster, but besides the base Stephon Castle, really wasn't anything in there. But for $60, again, you do get a ton of different parallels, inserts. It makes it a very fun rip. Value-wise, you get cooked about 95% of the time. But we were able to pull the Bobby Clintman green out of 149. Looks fairly clean, no damage. And also the Ron Holland orange shock, which is out of 225. Also fairly centered. But being a Pistons fan, definitely not a bad box. I will take it all day long. Both those cards are going to my PC. Not the strongest rookies, but again, being a fan, I don't think there's really anything else you could hope for if you collect cards. Of course, you want the big hit. You know, a case hit would always be nice, but they just seem almost next to impossible to pull out of these boxes. And unless you're ripping, you know, a case of these things at a time, you got to be really lucky to pick the right one when you're at the store. But either way, still have a blast ripping Optic. Not sure if I'm going to rip any more. I think the hanger boxes will probably be out soon, so we might take a look at some of those. But let me know your thoughts. What's your best pull? Do you like the Walmart or the Target versions better? If you enjoyed the video today, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you have, it is much appreciated. And as always, good luck breaking.